What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Oh, running launch shoulder. Did not see that coming, did you? After yesterday when you went off, everyone was talking about how strong your punches were in the intro. I had to make sure I threw my entire body at you. Guys, if you're new here and you want to see some more interesting battle scenes in the beginning, hit the subscribe button down below. Become a superstar. Hit the bell notification. You'll know whenever we post. We post randomly all the time, but we post every single day, bringing you content for the VV fam. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button below. You get a nice star next to your name. You get access to merch first. We will advertise for you. We also post all our buys and sells. Today I put out a bunch of buys that I did recently. If you want to check those out. And also, it's just a fun time. We named stars in the universe. I actually sent out 2 certificates for September and August. We're backed up, but they went out today. So shout out Superstar Bravivi Heart and Superstar Granddaddy Crypto, both getting their stars in the universe. And I saw some of them posting about it. But guys, thank you to the VIP who continue to support us. We'll continue to bring as much value as we can to our membership, as much utility. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. On Twitter, you'll find our VV name. In the description, you'll find our Discord, which is popping. A lot of you have joined it. Thank you very much for joining the Discord. Love talking to you guys when we're not on camera. Also have a P.O. box. Send us stuff like OG Growler, Laura M. And you become a Hall of Famer. Join, keep, comment, stack on in the Hall of Fame. It's fantastic, guys. So thank you very much for making our day every single day.
Hey, Joe, do you remember when we predicted the discontinuation of Golden Moments 2 days before it actually happened?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if we can go on another run here. Let's see.
I think you guys are very interested in the title of this video, but you're going to have to wait because we got to go through the Twitter news, and everybody loves this. This is their favorite part, I hear. Today we had a drop. Rob, I missed the drop by like 2 minutes.
I was in a meeting way past 11 o'clock. I wanted to go for it, but sometimes duty calls. I didn't have a chance to, unfortunately. But I think how's it doing? It did pretty well, no?
Yeah, it was 10K mints, and it's a decent comment from what we hear from the community out here. And Hobgoblin, obviously very loved by some in our community. Shout out Zed or Z in the comments. Yeah, I wanted it because I wanted the comment, the Superstar Money colors. But I had a meeting at 11 as well. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit it. Then I'll hit the Zoom call. And totally forgot because I was preparing for the meeting. But
yeah,
all good.
Didn't have a chance. But again, the 10K mints, I mean, it would have been pretty good to go for a low mint in this case. I think I saw some juju on Twitter, though.
Yeah, I think the comment is like 7-8 gems, so it's not crazy. Like you pay one more gem, but you get the one you want.
Safe gem, or it's a safe drop.
Another thing that we cannot go for because we're in Canada, the Marvel Insider Reward of the Week. If you're in the US, I think you should enter your chance to get probably a low mint of a Thor. Looks like Secret Rare. So that would be pretty cool. And big drop announced for Friday. I don't know if you saw this yet, Rob. We got the DeLorean from Back to the Future #2. This is the flying one. Is it going to fly?
I don't know. Is it finally going to be? There's been a lot of talks about that. It looks like a little bit of a glider there. Look at the wheels on that. Yeah. Look at the wheels on that right now. So you got the little blue underneath it too.
I'm sure that's part of the animation where you click it and like the wheels will fold up, and then will it lift off the ground, and then you can like drive it like that. That might be.
I don't know. People were talking about how when the VVverse finally comes out, maybe we're gonna get some race cars going on right now with we got the motorcycle, the Trinity motorcycle. You got now the cars here. It'd be a fun little gamification.
I wonder if there's going to be more than one variant, because we know in the past they've done the 1/1000th model, they've done the 1-to-1 models, but here it says this interactive digital collectible, no S. So we might only be seeing one variation if I'm reading this correctly.
Seems like that. I think you're reading between the lines there pretty good, so it makes sense.
Let's see what happens.
David Hughes always talked about how he knows the community doesn't like the multiple versions, so it wouldn't surprise me. I noticed they started cutting down.
If you can shrink it down, then you have both. So if you get one collectible, you can have both by just shrinking it, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so our Twitter, you mentioned a bunch of stuff, but this was cool. Bob Sales next year found a new gift for us.
Nice.
Says this one, you just shoot off some stars, send some juju. Shout out Bob Sales. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. He's almost at 100 subscribers. Then he can join the VV Content Creator Club that VV Vault started on Twitter. So I don't know if he's there yet. I haven't checked in the last bit of the day, but I hope he's there. And then when he gets to 100, I cannot wait to see, because he's been putting out content as hard as it's been in the bear market. He joined in the bear market on YouTube, and he puts out some good stuff. So go subscribe to Boss Sales if you can. Help him get over that 100.
He was a guest on our channel. Filled in for you, Joe. Did a great job.
Speaking of Laura M, she sent us the bracelets. She said BFFs got their friendship bracelets yesterday and got that Juju mint today. So tell me that Juju doesn't exist. We get our bracelets sent to us. That's pure kindness from superstar Laura M. And then the day after we get the bracelets, the first drop after the bracelets, she hits number 290 on the drop today.
Reese confirmed in our AMA. If you haven't seen the video, make sure you go back, check it out. Juju is real. You must subscribe. If you want to become a VIP, get extra Juju, that's fine too. But you just have to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We know 40% of you watching are not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button and get that Juju.
It's just crazy how much Juju exists. Like how people are getting. She just sent the bracelets day after gets this low mint.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Then here continues the Juju. Modric collects. Shout out Modric collects. Another superstar Juju win on the drop. I mean,
always makes me feel good inside when I see this. Always makes me feel good.
Congratulations, Modric. Speaking of Braveheart, tweeted it, said that he was happy about it. His star is in the Pegasus constellation. So there's a star. I responded to him just to show you guys the constellation. He's like if this is like an octopus, he's like the beginning of the tentacle, you know?
Nice. I'm not familiar with the Pegasus constellation, but I got to look into it. I got to find superstar Braveheart. Where is that star?
Find Jupiter, and he's just like beside it. So once you look in the sky, find Jupiter, everyone knows, and then it'll be right.
I got to get that app back on my phone where you just point in the sky and just shows you where all the main stars are.
Speaking of apps, by the way, shout out Omi Daily Burn, who's going to eventually do his first YouTube video ever, but we're still waiting.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited. I got to give him a little bit. Key Collector, this app he told me about. If you want to look up comics and you want to know anything about any comic, it's called Key Collector, and it looks like this. And you just search in, you put in the search. So what was the comic book from yesterday? It was like Amazing Spider-Man 238.
It was 250, 238, something like that. Maybe we gotta start doing this. Maybe we gotta start reading this out.
It's fantastic. So you go in here and you write 238 under Amazing Spider-Man, and look what pops up. You get a whole synopsis. It gives you the book. It tells you how much it goes for, and it gives you a whole synopsis. First appearance of Hobgoblin, gives you the name. And basically, this is for us because we don't know everything about Marvel. We've been told many times. But when we don't have helpers like Laura M, like El Champ, and all you guys in the comments, Ian Barnes, there's so many that help us.
We've been very fortunate, right? We've been very fortunate. We come here as pure investors looking to profit in the VV world. However, we do rely on some of our comic book consultants in the community to help us out with these. Now we have this app. We should actually really consider reading maybe some of the key points on that app to help prepare all the superstars for that coming drop instead of waiting the next day for the superstar consultants, because there's a lag period there, right? If we have the app, we can talk about it. I think it's a good idea, Joe.
Yeah,
thank you. So. Omi Daily Burn. Thank you.
See, that's the stuff you're going to get whenever he posts his first video. And I'm still waiting on Putting Cheeks' third video. I hear that it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for that to come out. But yeah, those guys there, they know their numbers, but they also are great people. We talk to them all the time. So let's talk about the video, Rob. Let's talk about how we think that DC Comics is coming to VV and why, and all the things we've been putting together. We've been like, when we did the golden moments are being discontinued, we did our research. We looked around, we figured out like, this doesn't make everything. When you put it together, it just made sense.
Yeah.
We feel like we've come to that same conclusion when it comes to DC Comics. I guess we should start with where we got triggered and then pull it together with a bunch of other proof.
Yeah, let's start off with the beginning of the inspiration. We're starting to get the same feeling that we got, where we're getting enough evidence that we can maybe predict that DC Comics may be coming to VV. So there was a spaces here. Look what you got. You got Metaverse Life. It was run by VV Magic. You have Alex. You have the whole team in here. Reese is in here. Dan, David. Take a listen.
And we can't. And there's another why we're so happy today. We signed 2 new contracts today with licensor, but we can't announce it yet because they are really.
You're such
really
a tease, Dave.
They're really amazing. One of them we've been working on it for like a year and a half, 2 years. It just
they are big.
Yeah, they are. Both of them are extremely big. Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
So let's get this straight. Year and a half, 2 years. Extremely big. Extremely big.
First question. What just started 2 years ago? What was the first drop on Veve 2 years ago?
Well, we can tie it all together here. There's another timestamp we got. Let's skip ahead a little bit and hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Todd was the first collectible I ever bought him from the store, and like many of us in this room, and he sort of set fire to what you guys have become and are going to grow to. So we can't not acknowledge how special the day is today, and you guys being here to celebrate with us.
Yes, I have not forgotten today's Todd's birthday. So
that's good, Dave. Thanks for clarifying.
Well, I can't say who I spoke to before I jump on the call, but yeah, definitely there's some great news.
Oh, look at that tease once again.
Oh boy.
Once again.
People are going to be dissecting that one.
Yeah. I feel like, Dave, you need to have a note that sits in front of you of things Dave can't say. And
I can hear Alex doing the face palm already.
Yeah. Oh wow. The world's gonna find out sooner or later.
It's so obvious.
Crazy wild ride over the past 2 years, and actually even crazy just thinking it has been 2 years. It just sort of seems like yesterday that we dropped Todd. Yeah.
Man, it has been 2 years. It's crazy.
What do you know? What do you know? So there's the.
Let me interrupt here. So we did this on the Golden Moments. He was talking about Marvel Reds. And then he said, right after he talked about Marvel Reds, he said, there's going to be other things that come to an end. That's how we nailed Golden Moments, because he's thinking all one color collectibles. Now we're on to red. Gold is in the past. That's in his head. You got to analyze it like this. So now.
And Alex's tweet, don't forget that. Talking about he thought it was going to end. It just made too much sense, right? It made too much sense.
Now we see that they're talking about Todd, completely unrelated. They passed that was 8 minutes before that first clip that you played, where they're talking about 2 new people coming on board. Then they go to David and they say, it's Todd's birthday, and they didn't say anything about bringing up licensors, anything about DC, anything about that stuff. David on his own says that the persons that he was talking to before the call, which are the people. If you watch the interview, the context is those are the people that they signed the deals with. They would be excited about this. And then when you think about 1 to 2 years and how long's the app been around, 2 years, it's starting to fall into place. And Rob, we got more.
It doesn't stop there. Okay. We all know that superstar Sir David Yu is a major troll. Okay. So there was cryptofarwest.eth. A bunch of YouTubers covered this a couple months ago. I can't remember. It was sometime in the summer. And there was a poll that said, okay, fam, let's make a DC Comics by Veve poll. Do you want DC Comics to be dropped as NFT on Veve? And then people said secret rare. Then you go to the retweets, and sure enough, Mr. David Yu himself retweeted it. So this is old news. But then, when this happens, and then we have this spaces, you start connecting these things together. And you're getting into the mind of David Yu, and he's the kind of guy that would retweet this because he probably has been talking to DC Comics. He's probably been working on the deal.
This is leverage.
So
it's leverage,
right? He's probably working on the deal. So he says he signed it. I mean, we did this last time. We cannot know 100%, but if things are starting to make sense when you take the history, you start combining it with the recent news that we just heard in the video. It's starting to look like maybe we will have DC Comics sooner than we think.
So let's bring up, we got a little bit more. So on Veve, we've been told in the past that we don't have DC Comics. We have DC, but it's DC Direct. And if you go and you look at the history of DC Direct, you will see that in the past that used to be DC Collectible. So it makes a lot of sense that we have DC Direct because we have the collectibles. We have the black and whites. We have the Harley Quinn sets, and we have a bunch of other DC statues that are in real life statues under DC Direct. So the other thing, though, is that we find funny is, okay, it's DC Direct or DC Collectibles. When you Google, just a simple Google search, and you type in DC Comics Veve, it brings you to their Medium article, and they have gone in and tagged the DC articles with the words DC Comics. So it's an official tag on top of their Medium articles. Now, this might be something that's just to get some more eye traffic, but to me, it's just another piece to the puzzle. Rob showed the tweet that David, you retweeted. You heard it from their mouths directly, and he brought it up in the interview on Veve Magic and Metaverse Life's Spaces when he was not asked about it. That's the part that gets me, and that's where we figured out the golden moments. I think we might have this one. You guys got to let us know in the comments if you think that we figured it out.
Yeah. Again, like we can never know for sure, but at the end of the day, like there's enough evidence, I think, at this point to actually say that DC Comics might actually be coming. We're gonna predict right now that David Yu is referring to DC Comics because it just makes so much sense. Like we've had all these different IPs on the collectible side. We haven't seen anything other than Marvel IP on the comic side. They already have DC in the door. Now, someone could say, well, there's Palm NFT. So what? So what? DC completely puts their IP wherever that makes them money. They don't care if it's Palm. They don't care. I think there was even more than that. I mean, we already know they have their HRO and all that stuff. But why not, since they're already on Veve, it just makes sense that they would connect the two. Veve's proven to them how they can do that collectible market. They've proven the success to DC already on the collectible side. They've proven the comic side through Marvel. I think DC Comics can do extremely well on Veve, and I think DC is going to buy into that. So I'll tell you right now, DC Comics is coming to Veve, and if anyone does what they did last time and says clickbait in the comments below, we're going to fight you. We're going to fight you on it. Okay, you want to go back and forth? We're going to go back and forth. It's not clickbait. We're doing some research. We believe we've justified it. I don't know if we're going to get as lucky as this time, Joe, when 2 days later it gets announced, right?
We have seen some other IP in comics. I mean, they've proven that they're not solely Marvel.
Oh, and right. That's right. There was that one, right?
Tarzan.
The monkey one. Was it Tarzan? Yeah, Tarzan.
Tarzan, and I thought there was another one. You guys will let us know in the comments if there was another one, but I know for sure Tarzan was its own IP. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't. It was like ERB or something like that.
ERB. It used to be like a Marvel or something. It was like
it was both. It was on DC and on Marvel. So people were speculating at that time about DC. Came out not being a DC book, but now I think that's one of the deals of the two that they're talking about. I think it's got to be.
David Yu has those loose lips. You know, Dan was right. He says people are going to break that down, and he was right. The superstar is going to break that down.
He was talking about us.
he knew it. He knew it. So let us know below your thoughts. Do we have enough evidence from the video, from the tweet, from the DC Comics tag to start now speculating and predicting that DC Comics is coming? Do you agree with us? We think DC Comics is coming. Do you agree with us? Let us know below. If you do agree with us, tell us why. If you don't, tell us why you don't agree with us, but don't you dare call it clickbait. So if you haven't already, make sure you don't forget, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button because we will hit you with videos every single day. The Iron Man streak continues. We have not missed a day, and we will continue to post right to the very end. So also, if you have a chance, you can become a Superstar VIP, get the star beside your name, get the spreadsheets on the drop to help you, the sweeping spreadsheet, get advertisements, which is very underutilized. I don't know why more people don't use it. Juju, you got first dibs on merch. You got as much value that we can bring to the membership. We will try. We tell you. We also let all our members know our buys and sells, so you can see exactly what we're collecting. You know, people were asking you, Joe, I think on the live, are you completing the James Bond set? Well, you got to become a VIP to find out. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.
Love you. Bye.